All right. Hello, guys. We are in week 8. My goodness. Okay, time is flying. So this is this week's video for our weekly assignments and just kind of the main things I want to highlight for the week. First and foremost, you guys got through your first midterm exam. Congratulations. I took a quick glance. It's technically Sunday night right now. So not everybody has finished, but those of you who have finished, it looks like we have a nice, a nice outcome. A lot of you have done really, really well. So hopefully that study guide helped out. I saw some of you used the second attempt, which is fantastic. That's what it's there for. So I'm really happy to see that you guys have benefited from that. If you did not do well on the midterm, again, as I mentioned last week in our group meetings, remember this is just one thing. It's just one thing you're graded on out of many, many, many other things. So try not to stress too much about it and, use it as a learning experience. Think about what you can do better for the next midterm in terms of studying and preparing yourself. And again, it's just one thing that you're graded on. It is still very possible to be successful in this class without doing terribly well on a midterm exam. Okay. So for this week, here's what we want to do. First and foremost, I made an announcement a couple of days ago regarding feedback for your Lab 3, which was topic proposals. Please make sure that you have reviewed that feedback. So you guys are all in your groups now on Canvas, so you all have your own group homepage. And the way you can access that is by going to the People tab in the navigation menu. So you can find that here. And I've also put a hyperlink for it in your week 8 assignments and due dates page. So you just click on the People tab, and that takes you to all the people that are in the class, and then click on research project groups. I think it might just say project groups in student view. So click on that, and then that's going to take you to your group, the group pages. Okay. So you can hit the arrow to see which group you're in. Okay. And then click on the 3 dots here, and that'll bring up visit group homepage. So you go there, and then all of the announcements were pretty much the same for each of you. It just says, welcome to your group. Please check out your feedback for your proposal. Okay, so this essentially is the document that you submitted for Lab 3 with my feedback. I'm not going to open this up because this is, a certain group's work, so I'm going to leave that closed for sake of privacy. But when you open that up, what you'll see is for each of the questions in Lab 3, I've given a response in red font, so you can see what my feedback is, and then review that. Okay. So I mentioned in the announcement that we're going to meet in the next couple of weeks. I actually want to meet this week because I think that it's important for us to solidify this topic. And since I've given you feedback, there are a couple of things for a couple of your groups, a couple of other things have come to mind. So I really think it's important for us to meet sometime this week to be able to go through that feedback and really solidify what your topic is going to be for this project. Okay, so please check out that feedback on your group page. I'm going to jump back to our week 8 assignments page, and there we go. Okay, so since I would like to meet with you guys this week, please use that sign-up sheet. So it's the same sign-up sheet. You just click on the link. It'll take you there, and I've just updated the dates. So it's again going to be either Wednesday or Thursday, and we have the same time frames available as last time. Just like last time, Please make sure that you sign up and then you email me immediately after you've signed up to let me know. And again, please don't erase a group's name from a time slot. And make sure that you're being honest in those activities. Okay, and then once you have signed up, I will email you guys the links just like last time. Okay, the next task for week 8 is we want to make sure we're reading chapter 6. For a number of you in your feedback for your topic proposal, one of the things I mentioned was this is the time to start thinking about the types of questions you're going to include in your surveys, okay? And this is essentially what chapter 6 is all about. It's all about observational research and creating good good survey questions. So please make sure that you're reading chapter 6 thoroughly. It's actually one of the shorter chapters, but it's a very important chapter. So you should be able to get through it pretty quickly, but it is important that you read through it thoroughly because it's going to be extremely valuable in terms of writing the best kinds of survey questions that you can for your study. And then review the slides, okay? So as far as things to be turned in this week, the only thing you actually have to turn in is Lab 6, okay? So I'm going to jump to Lab 6. And this is a lab on observational research and writing surveys. So this is, again, a group project. So you're going to have just one person turn it in, but I really have to emphasize that this one should be done as a group because you're all going to benefit from this. And, it is actually a decent amount of questions. It's a decent amount of work. So what I would recommend is that everybody watch the video, everybody, go through the questions and then maybe, assign 1 or 2 questions to one of the members in the group. Maybe assign the first 2 questions to one person and then 3, 4, 5, and 6 to one person each. But try to divide it as, equally as possible, but you really all should be working together on this one, not only because it is a decent amount of work that needs to be completed, but this is, again, going to kind of help solidify the necessary understanding for how to write survey questions, which is essentially what you really need to be learning this week. Okay, so I think it's pretty straightforward. Make sure that you are, when you watch the video, make sure you're paying attention to the English subtitles. It's not in English, so you're going to have to read the subtitles, but they are there and available to you. And then answer the following questions. They're all pretty straightforward. We're going to, talk about purpose of the study, validity, talk about ethical concerns. This is going back to week 2. And then kind of ask yourself, if this were conducted in the US, would we get the same results? Why or why not? Do you think there's some type of cultural difference between the United States and the country that the study was conducted in? Also, you're going to see that the goal of this is to motivate people to donate to a specific cause. So, you want to ask yourself, is this something that would get people to donate? Is this something that, people are going to watch and be motivated to engage in some kind of activity as a result of it? And then go through the other questions and kind of, again, it's pretty straightforward. Go through these questions. The main one is going to be number 4, and this is the one that I think maybe everybody should work on. So imagine that you invite 10 participants into a room and ask them to watch this video. You want to know if they would be likely to donate to this nonprofit. With help from your lecture slides on writing good survey questions, design a short survey, so about 5 to 10 questions that you could give to your participants to measure whether they would be likely to donate. Okay, so Um, this is where you want to pay close attention to what's going on in chapter 6. And I actually want to jump to the slides really quickly. These are the PowerPoints, which you can download from the link on the assignments page. And please make sure you are downloading them and going through them as PowerPoint presentations, especially this one, because you'll see that there's a lot of information in the notes of the PowerPoints, which you don't have access to if you're looking at these slides in the viewfinder. Okay, so going through chapter 6, again, it's actually a pretty short chapter. But what you want to be paying special attention to for the sake of Lab 6 is this section on construct validity of surveys and polls, and then choosing question formats, writing well-worded questions, and encouraging accurate responses. So it goes through the different types of question formats that exists, and you have a detailed explanation here. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. You have a detailed explanation. Let me jump back of what these are. What is an open-ended question? What's a forced choice format question? What are leading questions? Read through these to get a good understanding of what they are, and then look through, the slides about writing well-worded questions, and make sure you understand what double-barreled questions are, what negatively worded questions are, and then how to encourage accurate responses. Okay, again, kind of a brief overview here, and then more detailed information in the notes section of the slide, and again, a continued section on encouraging accurate responses. So read chapter 6 thoroughly. Go through these slides thoroughly. There's no interactives for the chapter this week, so it's really just reading the chapter and going through the slides. In the slides, there are, if you go towards the bottom, there are a number of links for different blog posts that are relevant to this topic. Let's see if we can get down there. There we go. So check out these blogs and videos that are in the slides to get, a deeper understanding of this concept as well, because it is very important for the sake of understanding and being able to complete Lab 6. Okay. And then that is pretty much it, I think. I think that's it for week 8. We don't have any inquisitives due this week. So main focus, I would say, for this week is solidifying our topic proposals, and then definitely completing Lab 6 with the understanding that we want to also start thinking about developing survey questions. Okay. As always, if you have any questions, reach out. But I look forward to seeing you all again later on this week. Okay. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Take care.